Your chickadees remember your face and every hiding spot in your yard. They memorize 10,000 plus locations in one season. They even sing your name. Stay to the end because we'll reveal how they do it. Number 1. Memory beyond measure. And it starts with the tiny black-capped chickadee. Picture this, a bird that can remember thousands of hiding spots even in the dead of night. How? It's all in the brain. These little birds have a specialized region called the hippocampus, which is twice as large as in other birds of similar size. This gives them a superpower, the ability to recall where they stored food with astonishing precision. Your yard might feel like a simple place, but to a chickadee, it's a memory palace. What makes this bird's memory so sharp? It's not just about size, it's about function. The chickadee's hippocampus is packed with neurons that help it create detailed mental maps of its surroundings. Even when the lights go out, this bird can navigate with 95% accuracy, relying on spatial memory and the terrain's subtle landmarks. Your yard, with its varied plants, rocks, and trees, becomes a rich landscape for these birds to explore and remember. What this means for you is that you're not just feeding a bird, you're supporting a living, thinking creature with a brain that's as complex as it is fascinating. But there's more to this memory marvel. Chickadees don't just store food, they revisit and adjust their caches based on seasonal changes. This adaptability is a testament to their intelligence. When the snow falls or the leaves change, these birds update their mental maps, ensuring survival through the harshest conditions. Imagine having a brain that can remember and evolve with the world around you. That's the chickadee's secret. And this is just the beginning. Next, we'll explore how they communicate these memories to one another. Number 2. The way chickadees recognize human faces is nothing short of astonishing. These small birds, with their sharp eyes and clever minds, can remember a human face even after a year of no contact. Imagine your yard, and a chickadee that once saw you feeding it now flits in and immediately knows you. Scientists are still trying to understand how this happens, but the evidence is clear. Chickadees don't just see a face, they process it like a puzzle, matching it to memories stored deep in their brains. What this means for you is that the bond you build with these birds is far more complex than you might imagine. The brain of a chickadee is a marvel of evolution, using the same regions that humans do for facial recognition. This discovery, from the University of Washington, stunned scientists who thought such abilities were uniquely human. As the chickadee studies your face, it's not just looking. It's analyzing, comparing, and remembering with astonishing precision. In one experiment, a chickadee correctly identified a researcher it hadn't seen in over a year, proving that these birds can hold complex memories for extended periods. Their ability to recognize familiar faces suggests a level of cognitive sophistication that challenges our assumptions about bird intelligence. This is not just survival. It's social memory at its finest. What makes this even more intriguing is that chickadees don't just remember faces, they associate them with experiences. A face linked to food becomes a beacon, while one linked to danger becomes a warning. This means your yard is not just a place of feeding, but a dynamic social environment for these birds. They're watching, learning, and remembering in ways that are still being uncovered. The next time you spot a chickadee that seems to know you, consider the rich tapestry of memories it might be holding. What other secrets are hidden in the minds of these tiny, feathered geniuses? Stay tuned to find out. Number 3. The secret to their supermemory is hidden in the way chickadees grow new brain cells during the cold winter months. What happens in their brains isn't just about remembering where to find food, it's a whole new level of cognitive adaptation. This process, called neurogenesis, is like upgrading your brain software midwinter. As they search for seeds and navigate through snow-covered branches, their hippocampus becomes more active, sparking the growth of brand new neurons. This isn't just survival, it's a clever strategy for outsmarting the harsh season. What this means for you is that the chickadees in your yard are not just surviving, but actually getting smarter as the days get shorter. Deep within the chickadee's brain, the hippocampus is the powerhouse of memory. This area is so crucial that it's one of the few in the bird kingdom where new neurons are added seasonally. The more they explore and find food, the more their brain cells multiply, making them better at recalling the exact spots where they've hidden seeds. Scientists have even discovered that chickadees with a larger number of these new neurons remember more food caches, as shown in a study published in PNAS's. This isn't just a feat of nature, it's a survival mechanism that allows these birds to thrive when resources are scarce. In your yard, you're witnessing a daily performance of brain evolution in action. What's truly fascinating is that this neurogenesis doesn't just happen when food is scarce. It's also a response to the complexity of their environment. The more they have to navigate, the more their brains grow. This adaptability is something you might see in your own backyard, especially if there are multiple feeding stations or hiding spots. It's not just about memory, it's about survival, learning, and growth. And this dynamic process doesn't stop with chickadees. Other birds may have their own secret strategies for keeping their minds sharp. What will you discover next? The story of memory in the wild is far from over. Number 4. How chickadees see your face is not what you might expect. While we rely on color and detail, these small birds use shape and contrast instead. Their vision is more about the structure of your face than the hues you wear. Chickadees have 4 types of color receptors, far more than humans, but they use this ability in a surprising way. Instead of focusing on the red of your lips or the brown of your hair, they lock onto the outline of your eyes and the curve of your nose. This means your yard's feathered visitors are paying close attention to you in their own unique way. In experiments, chickadees were shown black and white photos of human faces and still recognized them with surprising accuracy. This tells us that their eyes are finely tuned to the geometry of your features, not the pigments. Think of it like they're solving a puzzle made of lines and shadows. Your face becomes a map of edges and angles that they can memorize and match. This ability is not just useful for identification, it helps them distinguish you from other humans, which is crucial for their survival and feeding habits. What this means for you is that even in the simplest of appearances, your presence is noticed and remembered by these curious birds. The next time you step outside, imagine your face as a silhouette that your backyard birds are reading like a storybook. They don't need vibrant colors to know you, they just need the right shape and angle. This deep, almost invisible connection between you and the birds in your yard is a testament to their intelligence and adaptability. And it's only the beginning. There's more to how they perceive the world than you might ever guess. Stay tuned as we uncover the next secret about how these clever birds see the world around them. Number 5. The hidden social genius of chickadees reveals how these small birds are not just chatty, they're strategic. In your yard, each chickadee has a unique call, like a personal signature, allowing others in the flock to recognize them. These calls aren't just noise, they carry specific information about danger levels, such as the type of predator nearby. This level of communication shows an advanced social structure that goes beyond simple alarm calls. What this means for you is that observing chickadees can offer a glimpse into a complex world of avian social intelligence. Their calls are like a language, rich in meaning and context. Imagine standing in your yard on a crisp morning, hearing a series of chickadee calls, each one distinct, each one telling a story. A 2012 study in the AUK uncovered that chickadees use different call patterns to communicate specifically with certain individuals, much like how humans might whisper secrets or shout warnings. This ability to tailor their calls is a form of social cognition that is rarely seen outside of primates. Chickadees can differentiate between familiar and unfamiliar birds, even from a distance. This suggests a level of memory and social awareness that is remarkable for such small creatures. Their calls are not just about danger, but also about identity and connection. What truly sets chickadees apart is their ability to not only recognize individuals, but also to adjust their calls based on the relationships within the flock. This social complexity hints at deeper emotional and cognitive abilities that are still being explored by researchers. As you watch chickadees in your yard, you're witnessing a sophisticated system of communication that is both efficient and elegant. Their calls can be a coded message, a personal greeting, or even a warning tailored to specific listeners. This opens a window into a world where social bonds are as crucial as survival instincts. And just beyond this revelation lies the next mystery. What other secrets do these tiny birds hold in their calls? Number 6. The emotional connection you're missing could be right in your backyard. Chickadees are more than just clever birds. They form attachments, much like friendships between humans. Studies show that these birds can develop trust-based relationships with humans who consistently feed them. When you offer food regularly, you're not just filling their bellies, you're building a bond that can last for years. These tiny birds have even been known to return to the same feeder long after other food sources have changed. This loyalty speaks to their ability to recognize and remember people who have been kind to them Graden. What this means for you is that your yard is more than a place for birds to eat. It's a space where trust and memory create lasting connections. The Cornell Lab of Ornithology notes that chickadees may even recognize individual humans as safe or dangerous, based on experiences they've had with you. This recognition is not just a fleeting moment, it's a lasting emotional imprint that influences their behavior for years to come. When you feed chickadees regularly, you're not just a feeder, you become part of their world, a reliable presence in their daily lives. Over time, these birds may even begin to associate your face with comfort and security, much like how we form bonds with people we trust. This is a remarkable example of how nature and human interaction can intertwine in meaningful ways. This emotional depth in chickadees challenges the idea that birds are simply creatures of instinct and survival. They remember who helped them, and they return again and again because of the trust you've built with them. Imagine the possibility of continuing this bond, not just for a season, but for years to come. The more you engage with them, the more they will come to rely on you, turning your yard into a place of safety and familiarity. But what if there's more to their memory than just food? What other emotions might they be capable of recognizing? The answer lies in the next chapter of your backyard bird story. As you sit quietly in the yard, a chickadee lands on the railing beside you, its eyes meeting yours with an almost human intensity. You wonder, have they been watching you, learning your rhythms, your gentle gestures? In this still moment, it feels as though they are not just birds, but tiny souls who have chosen to trust you. They remember your voice, your kindness, your presence, and in their silence, they speak a language older than time, a language of connection, of love, of belonging. It's a quiet miracle, unfolding just for you. You feel a deep, unspoken bond forming, not through words, but through the simple, sacred act of being seen. The chickadee doesn't just remember your face, it remembers the way you moved, the way you spoke, the warmth of your presence. In this shared moment, you are no longer just a human among birds. You are a part of something greater, something ancient and beautiful. It's a reminder that kindness leaves echoes, and that the world is full of creatures who see us in ways we never imagined. And in their eyes, you find a reflection of your own soul. We want to hear your stories. Have you ever noticed a chickadee recognizing you or remembering your actions? Share your experience in the comments below. Whether it's a moment of connection or pure amazement, we'd love to read it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more backyard bird secrets, and I'll see you in the next one.